Hi again, it's Bonnie Gillespie, and as I mentioned in the last video, one of the things that is supremely uncastable is bitterness. And probably I didn't specifically spell that out because as soon as I headed down that road, I went, ooh, that's going to be the next video. Because, guys, there are a lot of things that can happen in your creative career that can turn you bitter if you're not very careful to guard against that. Why do I want you to be careful to guard against that? Because the number one most uncastable quality in any actor is bitterness. You would think it's talentlessness. You would think that having no talent is what makes someone wholly uncastable. Nope. Plenty of mediocre talents out there, plenty of just okay actors making really good money, plenty of incredibly, supremely, brilliantly talented people that we all love to watch. Yay, they're awesome. There are, however, some very talented, very bitter people who don't work. And part of their bitterness comes from not working and knowing they are so incredibly talented, and it's completely unfair that they can be that talented and not get work without realizing that it's that bitterness that becomes completely uncastable. I don't know how to tell you not to become bitter. All I know to tell you is do whatever it takes to not become bitter. I can give you a few tools that will help with that. They include not making premature moves, like racing off to move to LA for pilot season because you think, oh, yay, pilot season. This is when there's all the roles. This is when I can get a series regular on a new TV series when you've only ever had a supporting role in a low-budget indie film in another market. No, that's not how it works. You come to pilot season as an actor who's going to get auditions at a series regular level on pilots after you have had years of building relationships with the people who are working on these pilots. You also have a track record of having been on existing series and doing work that goes from the one-line co-star to the one-scene co-star to the 2 or 3 scene co-star to the really meaty co-star that then the next job becomes a guest star, and you build up momentum that shows, this is somebody who absolutely can hang on a series, and you end up going from co-star to guest star to recurring on existing shows, and then you get the opportunity to test at network as a series regular on a pilot someday. And for some folks that never happens. So the idea of coming to pilot season so that you can be here when all the roles are out there for the getting is something that shows a little bit of a misunderstanding about how the process works. Getting bitter comes from having uprooted your life and making a big move to Los Angeles or to any major market from wherever you are, thinking, I'm going to have all the opportunities in the world when I do this. Absolutely, there are more opportunities to be cast in Los Angeles than anywhere else on the planet. Fact. Absolutely. Pay attention to the numbers. There's no question. There's more casting going on every day in Los Angeles than there is anywhere else. So I'll give you that. However, there are more people here pursuing acting than anywhere else on the planet, and with good reason. I mean, the weather's fantastic. There are a lot of awesome things going on, of course. Absolutely, though, if you come with a sense of entitlement, if there's this attitude of, I deserve it, I got my conservatory training, I got my MFA, I've put in the work in my minor market, and I'm now ready to take LA by storm, and then LA doesn't reward you, and that turns you bitter, believe me, you will be completely uncastable from there, no matter how talented you are. Sure, you'll get opportunities. You'll go in on stuff and read on stuff that is phenomenal. You'll get callbacks. But then when it comes down to do we want the actor who is a blast to be around, the one who not only solves our problem in terms of talent, but who is a joy to spend time with on set? Or do we want to spend time with the person who is going to make us feel a little uneasy about why he didn't get a bigger role or a bigger trailer or why she doesn't have more coverage on this particular shot? If you get us thinking about the ways in which you cause problems on set, you'll be kept off set. If instead you fill us with confidence about what it is you do that helps us solve problems we have on the set, you'll get more opportunities. And being a good person gets you cast. Being talented is a no-brainer. Of course, I assume you're talented or you wouldn't devote your life to a creative career. Of course. But don't stress too much about, gosh, I have to be the most talented person possible. I have to take all the classes to make sure that I am completely ready for this opportunity. Look, for the one-line co-star, for the commercial, for that very first opportunity on a low-budget indie film or a student project, you need to have the right look. You need to have talent. Yes, of course. You need to be a good person. You need to be the kind of person that we want to spend time with, because we're doing a lot of waiting on a set, doing a lot of hanging out. So being the kind of person with whom we like to hang, that's a big plus. Bitterness is wholly uncastable. If you find yourself turning bitter, do whatever it takes to get out of it. Go do a play, not because you think somebody's going to come see it. Don't do theater because you hope someone's going to scout you and pluck you from obscurity because you're in this black box theater production and then they're going to take you to film or television. Do it because you love it. Do it to remember that what is beautiful about this creative, collaborative career that we share is that we get to create stories that people all over the world want to consume. It's a really fantastic job we've got. Getting to be a part of this process is awesome. Always remember how beautiful it is to get to be a part of the storytelling process at whatever level, and be in it for the joy of it. Because if you lead with a sense of entitlement, or I deserve this, or any shred of bitterness, there's going to be somebody else that will cast every time. So, the number one most uncastable quality, it's not talentlessness, it's bitterness. So do whatever you can to avoid it. And if you feel like you've already headed down the road toward Bitterville, pop comments in below and let me know how I can help pull you out. Because there is a lifeline. It's just a ditch you drove into. We can absolutely get you out of it. It is not an incurable position to be in. But it's certainly something we need to work on right away. Because you want to have fun. This is an amazing career. Yeah, it's hard, but it's hard and awesome. That's a pretty good combination, I'd say. Comments are open. I want to hear from you. Let's jam about this. Yes, you can forward this link around to people who are not on the mailing list, but yay, you are. I'm so glad you're here. And if you were sent this link or you fell across this through Google, yay, Google, and you want to get on the mailing list, go to BonnieGillespie.com and put yourself in there. And if you want to hear about our online teaching, make sure you check the box that says that's something you're into, so we can let you know about our programs for online education. It's fun stuff, y'all. Love this career. Remember to love it. That's the biggie. All right, till next time. Mwah.